Hey, New Hope family, it's Pastor Matt here with your devotional thought for today. In Isaiah 55, the prophet writes, "Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return to the Lord, that he may have compassion on him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." There's a couple of key things in this passage that I want to point out. First of all, our God does things in a way that we can't fully understand sometimes. In fact, most of the time when he's at work, we can't comprehend it. The story of redemption, I can never make sense of. I can't comprehend the love of a God who would sacrifice his own child to save sinners like ourselves. That is a way that is way beyond what I would ever be capable of. Because for me, if you've offended me, my inclination, my natural inclination, is going to be to either seek vengeance against you or to harbor resentment towards you for it, but not to offer pardon as he does. And that's what he says in the preceding part, right? He just said, "Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return to the Lord, that he may have compassion on him." How different is that than the response that our natural inclination leads us towards? In our sin, when we're wronged, more often than not, we want justice. We don't want to extend forgiveness. Now, as the Spirit works in our hearts, we're more eager to extend forgiveness because of the great forgiveness that we've received from our God. But that's not my natural inclination, and likely not yours either. My natural inclination is, you've wronged me, you need to pay for what you've done. As opposed to what our God does, which is way beyond what we would do. He brings forgiveness at his own cost, at his own expense. And that's what we're looking forward to this weekend with Easter. With Good Friday and Easter, we've got the sacrifice of the Son of God to cover our sins, and then the resurrection on Sunday that we celebrate, that we remember that our God raised his Son from the grave, raised him from the dead, showing victory over death, defeating our sin. That's way higher than anything that I could imagine. And I also want to encourage you, in this season of uncertainty, of unknowns, recognize that the Lord knows what he's doing, and he is at work in the midst of this. And if we allow him, he will do a work in our hearts that we could not even comprehend, because he is God and he will waste no opportunity.